Hello everyone, welcome back to another video. I've been waiting a long time to do a review. I was planning on doing one for this figure that I got from Walmart, Beetlejuice, but I got too excited and opened it in the car. But I recently went to my local GameStop and picked up a Transformer. So, this will suffice, plus a little, mini review on Beetlejuice. Anyways, today we have SILVERBOLT. And let me just say, I'm really excited because this is my first licensed combiner because I had a knockoff Devastator for like a year and a half. But here's the box. Here's the front, top. I'm pretty sure if you watched anyone else do a review like this, you've already seen the box, but still. GameStop sticker. But anyways, it's time to unbox. Okay, here we go. And we got some brown inside boxing. I can see the back, but you guys are going to see it before I do, because you guys are just such cool people. Okay, turning it around, and I mean, we got weapons and all that sort of stuff. We got the instructions. These instructions are like the biggest instructions for a Transformer that I've ever had. But that's enough jabbering about the packaging. It's time to open. Snip. We got this really actually cool folding gun. Reminds me of the cane on one of the Jetfire figures that I had. It snapped in half, but still, it's pretty cool. And then we have, I can just pull this one out, the front of said gun, I think. So I'm pretty sure you just take this and you tab it in here and you have a ginormous cannon. That's a really big gun. Anyways, before we get into the meat and potatoes, let's open up this, because I don't know what this is. So, we just tear this. Goodbye, boxing. Luckily, this packaging I can destroy to my heart's content, because it's literally just brown. So here we got what I'm guessing is the combiner piece that'll actually fold out into the aerial bot combiner. I don't know his name, so don't ask me. And now, like I said, to the meat and potatoes. SILVERBOLT. Shoot. I swear, I hate these plastic things. I've said this before, but yeah, these plastic things are like, oof, those scissors almost just fell on my foot. Anyways, there goes the packaging. And here we have SILVERBOLT in his plain form. Just have to pull off some rubber bands. Let me take my scissors. Snip. Said snip, buddy. Anyways, so it came in the packaging like this, but gotta fold the wing up and flip out the nose cone. Now either, reminds me of the supersonic plane, the Concorde, because of this downward tilting nose. Anyways, we'll lay that right there, and we'll lay this right here. And now, I will look at the instructions, and I will turn this thing into a different thing. I don't know what I'm going to turn it into. It depends on the instructions. My goodness, these are humongous. Here we are. Big old instruction pamphlet. Anyways, you know, now let's read this. So, we got superion, aerial bot slingshot, aerial bot air raid, and then the other two do not come in this set, but still, they are pretty cool. Anyways, I think it's time to, I guess we just transform them in order. So, first, we're going to get this into big old plane mode. So, either I'll cut this out, or, I'll leave it in if it looks good on camera, but here we go. So, we flip the wings upwards like this. Is that the gun? Take this, I guess. I think. Yeah. I think I'm right. Yep, I am. Then we take this big old combiner piece, and we take the gun and fold. Take the gun and fold. Oh! So you take this and fold it up, I'm guessing like this. Then you take this, let's see, what are we looking at? So we take this and plug it somewhere. Oh, wait a second, are we supposed to stick that in here, like slot it? As you can see, I'm not the best with these instructions, now that I'm on camera. The first transformation is never the easiest, but after that, it always gets easier and easier. Okay, so, wait a moment. Oh, I turned it the wrong way. That's why. Anyways, we plug that in here, like so. Then we got this, like, wing piece, this, like, tail piece. Then we fold out the wings on here, like so. Fold out these combiner ports, which are heavily tight, which I love. So we flip out. Jesus. Anyways. Oops. It's a bit almost knocked over my camera. Looking good, looking good. Okay, here we go. Back to it. Then, if I can get my instructions up, I have to move the ring light down over here. Next instruction is to connect the aeroplane. So, you do something along the lines of this. Press them together, like so. Make sure they're nice and tight. Now that we have it connected, we flip out these smaller wings. flip, 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 and then we lower them like so. And then we, what do we do here? We attach this tinier gun underneath, right here. I don't know if you can see this at the camera, but we attach it right there. Oof. Let me just f this up. Let me also say while I'm transforming this, the weight to this is amazing. I mean, this is really going to be a pretty swooshable thing. I mean, most Transformers planes are, but this one more than most. I mean, get a look at this. What can I use as a reference? We're just gonna take my boy, Mr. Fantastic, and doesn't stand up very well on his own, but you know, we're gonna see how far this guy can like slide ground wise. So we're going to push him back and stop pretty far ahead, but still pretty nice. One more go, and stop right in front of his leg. Pretty nice, pretty good slide. But we all know planes are not for sliding. They are for flying. So, next up, I'm done. Well, I guess we can just talk about this absolutely amazing mode then. Because let me just tell you, the painting is amazing. The underside, though you can see that it might just be a curled up superion, is still pretty good for the underside of a plane mode. I mean, I've seen worse. Trust me, I have. But this is pretty good. And also, I'm pretty sure this might be my first Autobot plane, except for Jetfire. But Jetfire doesn't count because he's kind of snapped in half. But now we are going to get him into his next mode. So first step, we detach smaller cannon from the bottom, flip up the wings, flip lower wing pieces in, and then we detach, which will probably take 2 hands. Detach! Whew. And then we can just stick this over here for later. Then we can flip the wings back down, put these back together, put the top wing back together, and then it actually has some landing gear. How does this landing gear work? So these two flip out because these two are the bottom skirts for Superion, but how does this top one come? Oh, wait a second. If this is what I think it is, this is actually pretty clever. Oh, that's cool. Turns out, like, the third landing wheel is actually in the back of Superion's head. So, that's pretty cool. So I guess we'll just put this off to the side, and I guess we can transform this back to the way it was in packaging by detaching this and just putting this off to the side. We'll probably need that for later. But for right now, on to the next mode. Next mode, first step, flip up the landing gear, flip up the cockpit, flip in the nose, close, lift this tail section. Wait a moment. They want it to lift the tail section up. So this whole tail fin piece will lift, hypothetically. Let's see. It's pretty tough, and I don't want to break this, so I guess well, that wasn't supposed to happen. Just gonna snap that back. Let's see. Okay, I'm just gonna have to trust the instructions and pull. Oh, there we go. And then we push that forward, raising it like this. Then there we go. Yeah, that's right. Then we take this assembly, like earlier, and flip it up. And then flip this down. Oh, wait a moment. Superion's head is still supposed to be down, so we just... And then we flip this like so. And then this goes onto the back. This goes like so. Then we flip the wings up. Wings go up. He goes like so. We flip down these pieces. Sorry if I got a bit close to the camera there. I don't really got the best setup for seeing if I have it too close or not. But then after this, we put it down like so. I gotta flip this back like so. So now we got it like this. Flip out the toes? Feet? Question mark? Yep, these are feet. And then we're supposed to flip out the heel like this. Foot, heel. Then down, down, swivel, swivel. This comes down like so. Flip out the arms. I think I can get a census of what mode we're going into now. We're going into the robot mode. Flip this down. Head comes out. Big old superion head goes in. Then what we do is we just click it back up. So shoot, my finger did. We click this, so just need to get it aligned correctly, and then we might just be able to click it, but Superion's head is giving me a bit of trouble. So let's look at that again. Yeah, it just says to click. There we go. So we wait for the click. That wasn't the click. There we go. And that's pretty solid. Then we swivel the head. Just get the arms out of the way of the wings so we can flip those out. And then, for his weapon, we give him the tiny small gun that was right over here. this Silverbolt in his robot mode. I know most Transformers figures are solid on their first play, but this is really sturdy. I mean, doesn't really seem like anything's going to, just fall like some of the figures that I've owned before. But then again, I've owned those figures for like longer than I have this one. But now, oh yeah, and also just to show off the feature, we can store the gun on the back. So we just take this and we plug it into the back like so. And now we're going to give Silverbolt, like on the packaging, we're going to give him his stand. The stand that he will use to fight. So, first step, remove the gun. Then we flip this up. Suggestedly. Yep, we flip this up. Then we flip this little piece up where the gun last sat. Why do I have a feeling like I'm missing a piece? I'm sure I'm not missing something, am I? Because if I am, that'd be pretty embarrassing. But, let's see. I think I might actually be missing something. Is there anything left in this box that I might be missing? No. So I guess I just have it, and I'm not seeing it. Oh. It's literally, you just remove this. Ooh, that's a very heavy ratchet joint. But we just have to remove this. Ooh. So we put that off to the side. Then we, yes, we keep those flipped in. And we're just going to put this off to the side. Grab this little body piece. We take the little flap here and we put it down. Yeah, we put it down. Then we flip this assembly back down. So it looks like this, I'm pretty sure. We turn it like this. Then we rotate these. Oh wait, you can just swivel. Okay. Then we get this big old body piece back. Remember to flip out the wings. I was wrong on that part, but let's see. We flip it over like so. Then we take our body and we flip and then attach to these pegs down here. So this, and this. Like so. So it looks like this. So now that we have that, we grab the big gun, the foldy one that I put over here. We fold this completely outwards, and then we rest it right here. Oh, whoops. We rest it so, like this. Any other steps? Nope. Then we take your robot mode SILVERBOLT and we, put him over here with a stand. And, that's it. Really. We got the gun stand. So let's move this over here and let's flip the instructions and let's see what we have next. Ooh, this is the fun part. Superion. Forming superion. Let me move my chair up. Hello, camera, if you just saw me. Anyways, we take... There we go. We take... So for this, I'm guessing we'll just transform it back to plane mode for a couple of steps. Swivel, take down, flip, flip. Oh, shoot. His horns are like mini weapons. That's sick. Anyways, that's not the point. We flip that up, finding out new stuff every time. Let's just place that back in there. There we go. Then we fold in arms. Fold in arms. Oh, wait. Are we supposed to fold them the other way? Yeah. And remember to fold these wings back. So, fold this like so. Now that you got them both like this, we swivel in. And then we fold up. Like so. Get that click. And that's not going nowhere. Unless you force it to go somewhere. Anyways, next step, you take these legs, swivel, and also make sure to take the gun off the back piece, just so you don't find it lost somewhere. Fold, 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 fold. I'm saying fold a lot of times, but, it's very important. Anyways, we flip these back up. Wait a moment. Then we gotta flip the feet back down. Oh, so we gotta get the legs. Oh, yeah, this is the right way. This is the right way. Is it? Yeah. We need to fold the leg back. Then we just press that there. Okay, that was very tedious. But you gotta remember the double hinge right here. Don't know if I got that in frame, but still. Anyways, we fold that like so. Then we turn the head, fold the wings, take this, pull it back, then we fold this up, so I guess that's just it for right now. So let's drop that, and now let's work on the gun stand. So take that off, grab this, detach, then we detach these sections here. and here. Then we put the rest of the assembly off to the side. So which way is this? That's it. Oh, that's this section actually. So we gotta detach these two. So then we fold these like so, so they slot in. Might take a bit of force, but remember to get that snap. Now when you have that, you fold these connector pieces up, connector piece up, and then even higher up on these amazing sounding ratchets. Then you pop out these tiny little connector tabs. Oh wait, no, you push them in? Wait, how do you? So I guess you just push those in, these little black pieces. Then you take the feet and you first turn these 180 so that they're like this. Then you fold the foot down and make sure it clicks into place. Down, click. And now you got your legs. Now it's time to work on the arms. So you got two arms, like so. First of all, you're gonna want to flip out the fist, which is very big. Well, big for a transformer. Then you wanna you fold this like this, and then you fold this like so. So you fold. Oh, and then you get longer arm. I'm guessing you keep these little wings folded out. So then you you know, make sure to, there are little tabs right about here that you need to get the slots into, like so. And then you fold outwards and pop into place. There we go. And now it's time for the main piece right here. Fold it up, this up. Then you fold this. Oh, yeah, I spun this around earlier, so let me. Then we fold this out like so. Skirts goes down. Then you bring it down like this. And you got that. So, now we take the body, slot it here. So, you gotta get that to click. Now, I'm not the best with pegs and holes, but if you work it well enough, you should be able to get it. This one doesn't have a click, but, you know, you'll know when it's in there. So then you push this piece back down onto itself, like how? Like so. You move it back up like you're turning it into robot mode. So you flip it up and then forward. And then this comes back down on it like so. There. Now we got that little backpack section done. Now we fold these wings back and back. Fold the chest up. And make sure that, my goodness, this is beautiful. Haven't even put the full thing together yet, and this thing is a masterpiece. I can already tell that this line is going to be loved for a very long time. Anyways, next you take your legs and you turn these like so that the hole is facing the back, and then you start slotting. You slot this like this, then you slot this in here like so. Then you take your arm, you slot it onto where the foot used to be for the robot mode. Take your other arm, slot it on this side. Make sure you got your arms on the right side. And then you are done with your base mode for Superion. And let me just say, this thing is a beauty, even without all the other pieces. And then the gun has a little flip out tab, if I can get it. There we go. Then we put that into his hand, and we got Superion. Oh, almost forgot this. You put the tiny gun onto the end of the big one, and kaboom, you got Superion. For real this time. Anyways, yeah, but Aerial Bot Superion. I gotta say, this figure is a beauty to hold. The plastic is amazing, and it's got a very nice look to it. And let me say, these joints are amazing. Can even stand on one leg. That's not something that I can say for most of my figures, but now that this is basically over, yeah, but you know the rest, if you've watched any Transformers video before, but in short, you need to get the rest of the aerial bots to like fill the legs and fill the arms, just so you can have a full Superion. I'm hoping to get Devastator eventually. And also, let me just say, these arms can go very high. I mean, like, stretch of the year for a Transformer. Anyways, now, just gonna give like a little critiquing of this NECA Beetlejuice that I found at Walmart. I already opened him, but let me just say, he's pretty good, but one thing that I do have to say is he has a very hard time standing. Something that I figured out is he can actually take off the coat. I'm not going to do that on video, but yeah, the coat comes off and he's fully sculpted underneath. The paint job on this figure is amazing. Oh, this guy comes from the second movie, so of course he has to have his little baby that also happened in the movie. So let's just slide back over there. But yeah, Superion and Beetlejuice, my new figures to my collection. And also this will probably be like new setup for, you know, all my figures. So, yeah, and that's the end. See you in the next one.